Hi guys, it's Henry Herbert here from Hobbs House Bakery, and I want to show you my way of making sourdough at home. This method is really easy, doesn't really require any kneading, but actually what it creates is a beautiful sourdough that's got, it's a really wet dough, it's full of lovely holes, really delicious, the kind of thing that you buy in an artisan shop, but without
There we go. Can you hear me now? Fingers crossed. It's not too loud. There we go. Can you tell me if it's too loud or if it's loud enough? Because at the moment it's flashing at me telling me it's way too loud. Good levels? Awesome. Thank you very much. Well, since how you're one of the only people here at the moment, Miss Ladder, that's all that actually matters, isn't it? How have you been, my darling? How have you been? Yes, I don't miss meetings. I used to do a lot of them. I'm so glad I don't work in an office anymore. I am, as I always am, I am just doing what I have to do to get by. 3 6 400, so that'll be 500 next. I am just about to feed my starter again. I had to clean the bowl out and not redo it, just clean the entire jar because we had an explosion yet again where I can't fit this in my fridge at the moment, so I can't keep it cool, so I can't slow down the process. So that means the food that I put in, it eats through it so fast I have to feed it now twice a day, half as much. But that means I have a lot left over, so I don't want to waste it. So just going to throw this together. As you can see, I have notes that I've been doing for days. No, not just yet. I need to get some baking soda and I need to make some dried bananas. I don't, as a general rule, buy my dried bananas because obviously for somebody who can make them, that just seems silly. That's better. So I'm going to attempt to make some dried bananas to go on top and to grind up and put inside to give that little bit of extra banana taste. But like I said, I've never actually made banana bread before, so it will be new for me as well. Then again, this is also new because I've never made a sourdough loaf before either. So that is a good point. You'll have to bear with me just one moment as well. Kitchen Confidence is live. Oh, you won't miss it. Part of me wanting to do my schedule on the live stream is so that I can schedule for when people are going to be here. And then people won't miss what they want to see either. I'm thinking about actually doing banana bread this Sunday, if I'm honest.
Tea towel back on, really key. And what that's going to do is going to give it great flavour and it's going to help regulate the yeast. And then
Basically, if I want to look at something, okay, so with OBS, if I want to look at something on here that's got sound, I have to physically switch the sound over to hear it. Otherwise, you will hear it down your feed, but I won't hear it. Well, that's a bit silly. Figure that one out later then, I guess. Right, so 340 grams of water, apparently. One 1,115. Right, apparently this is a really wet mix. I've never tried it before. Like I said, this is sourdough. So this is a fresh sourdough starter that I made myself, as I think you saw. I think you were actually there when I started the sourdough starter. I don't think it's going to fit in this tiny little tin. But it gets to proof in this anyway, so that's not a problem. And finally, after 20 years of having this card as a scraper for my doors, it's finally broken. So we'll actually have to go out and buy a dough scraper. Right, so with this particular dough, this particular recipe of sourdough, apparently it only takes about 5 to 6 hours. But I've got to come back for the next 2 hours. I have to come back every half an hour and fold it in. So basically you're kneading it and knocking it back for like 3 hours, sorry, and then it gets to sit in the fridge, apparently, for however long you want. It doesn't have to sit at all. I can literally proof it from that point, for 2 to 4 hours, and then after the 4 hours, you take it out of the bowl that's been proofing in, and you stick it into the tin. Now, or whichever vessel you're going to use to actually, juice it. Now, this is supposed to be an easy, no-knead recipe for soda bread, but as you may have noticed, I'm not a big fan of no-knead breads. They don't generally come out as you were expecting. That's more like it. It's supposed to be a wet mix. Oh, I got told this will not get any drier. It will just stay wet, apparently. Yeah, join the club. Normally when it says easy, it normally means it's either no good or it's going to break instantly. This apparently is how it's supposed to look. Wet and splodgy. They recommend you use a scraper, which obviously for a guy whose scraper's just broken, that's not great. So, Miss Latte, do you have any mornings that you are able to come and see the show? Because I'm going to be starting the morning kitchen as well, doing the morning routine. On Tuesday, we're going to have something called the COVID kitchen. Now that's basically anything that can be made out of basic ingredients, so you don't have to physically go out and buy special flours or special ingredients, or just the sort of things you would have in your house as a general rule, and things that you could get and things that you couldn't get during COVID lockdown. So just like simple things for people, like making breads, making pastas, making pies, making desserts. And then on Tuesday night, after we've done the morning's COVID kitchen and kitchen prep, we are going to have the evening meal made with the items that we were preparing in the morning. And then I'm going to do a morning and evening one on Thursday as well. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just trying to make it so that everybody can see. I mean, normally the things that I do. Well, that's the thing you see. Now, normally, if it was just me and I didn't have an audience to think about, I would get up and do my morning kitchen at like 5 o'clock. That's 5 a.m. Because my morning kitchen is actually morning prep more than anything. Well, my morning prep involves getting up, making a loaf of bread, and then preparing all the food that's necessary for the evening meal to be just made when I come home. So I can physically come in from any long length of day's work, and then I can just throw it all in the pan or throw it all into whatever it needs to be thrown into, literally, and then just cook it up and it's ready to go. No, normally within half an hour of me getting home, I'll have a full meal with a fresh slice of bread. So I have my fresh bread, I have my meal. Say for instance, like something else that I told you about, I think. Bear with me. I also do my coffee mixtures on the morning. Well, like I say, I've changed my times so that I'm not doing it at 5 o'clock in the morning, because the majority of people these days do not get up at 5 o'clock. I get that. Yeah, you're all good. You've got grab your tea. Anybody else that has just joined, welcome to the COVID kitchen. Well, welcome to the Ginger Kitchen. We're just talking about what we're going to do next week and trying to arrange a schedule. Now that I have an extra camera just in case somebody does call me during phone calls. You let me know when you're back, Mr. Latte. I'll show you what it is I've just got out of the fridge. As it happens, I also need to check this recipe. It actually looks about right now. You don't want to go too far, too quick. Let me know when you're back, Ms. Latte. What are you having for tea this evening? Ooh, that smells really, really nice. Yeah.
Hi guys, Anthony Herbert here from Hob's Bakery, and I want to show you my way of making salmon at home. Really delicious with water. So we're going to go with 340 grams of water. I'm just going to give it a little mix. 400 grams of flour, straight in there, and then 100 grams of stone ground organic whole milk flour. So now all we need to do is using our dough scraper, is we're just going to slowly mix it together. It's going to feel like a pretty kind of wet, sticky dough. That's exactly what we want.
Does seem a bit too wet for me.
Stop from drying out. And we can come back to that. It's like a pretty kind of wet, sticky dough. That's exactly what we want.
Welcome back, welcome back.
Stop from drying out. And we can come back to that in 30 minutes. The dough's had 30 minutes.
Right, okay. So just a little bit more bringing it together. Right, so I was just saying, one of the other things that I do on a morning, and it's normally every other day-ish, which is the way that I'm going to schedule it is so that you all get to watch me doing my morning kitchen, and then that way you can see what I actually do. But one of the other things I do as well, like I said to you before, is I make my own coffees. So I made my own latte the other day. This is made with actual fresh ground coffee. And it just, yeah, I just drink it as it is. It doesn't last me 2 minutes, but anybody that likes latte, it's perfect for making your own. And it's made within 24 hours. So it doesn't take long. It takes about 10 minutes to strain it all. It also depends on whether you mind, like I don't mind the odd fresh coffee ground particle in the bottom of my coffee. Doesn't bother me. Just proves that it's actually made of coffee. These are all little things that I like to do, that I do on a morning. Oh, yes. And the other advantage is, right, so this particular mix can be hot or cold. Doesn't make a difference. You can make it up and just literally stick it in the microwave for 2 minutes. Now this particular mixer here that I make, I don't make it with fresh milk. I make it with a milk powder, the one that I showed you last time. So that's an advantage of when you stick it in the microwave to heat it up, or you can even stick it in a pan to heat it up. I've done that before. As you'll notice around my kitchen, I don't have a microwave. My mother has a microwave here, but it's in the other room because I don't like to use it. Yeah, I know. I'll if you give me just a minute, I'm going to attempt something, and then we might be able to watch both streams at the same time. And that's done. That needs to rest now for half an hour, and then I start folding it every half an hour for two hours, I think you said, and then after that, really need to do some washing up in a minute as well. And then after that, it's just 4 hours to sit and fries. Now, just so you know, a lot of people don't. I also don't have a TV out of choice because I find, as much as I won't lie, I enjoy sitting down on a Sunday, just putting on the telly, letting it run all day, just listen to the background noise, do whatever. However, when I moved into here, I had other priorities, and buying a TV wasn't one of them. And I've always found that if I don't buy a TV, I don't miss it. The second somebody gives me a TV and it doesn't work, you miss it, because if you've got something, you'll find a use for it. If you haven't got it, you won't find a use for it. Simple as that. But think about it this way: if I had a TV, you guys wouldn't have the pleasure of watching me make food. Because I guarantee you, if I had a TV, it'd be hooked up to an Xbox, and if the Xbox was on, I wouldn't be getting any cooking done. And this is it. A lot of people watch YouTube or Netflix or Twitch like you are right now, and it seems like it's kind of silly to have something that's never going to get used. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, latte. But this will literally just stay like this now. In the bowl, as you can see, it doesn't look great. It looks, in fact, wrong. But that's how apparently it's supposed to look. So that just sits on the fridge now. And then every half an hour I shall come and give it a quick mix. It also needs to have salt, sugar put into it, not sugar, salt put into it as well. My kitchen's always warm. I've got really lucky with this house, this bungalow. When I moved into here, the heating holds the heating so well, it's unreal. There was an old couple that lived here before, obviously, and they didn't like the cold, so they put a lot of money into insulation. To top it off, if you have an airing cupboard or like a linen cupboard, somewhere that you would normally like dry clothes, or I'm trying to think. If you're in like a one-bedroom apartment, and you don't have like an airing cupboard or a linen closet or anything like that, my advice to you is to put it in your bedroom. Find somewhere in your bedroom to put it, because the warmest two rooms in any house is your front room or your living room, wherever you spend most of your time, and your bedroom, where most people warm that up before they go to bed. The other advantage is as well, especially with this door, is that if you have it in your kitchen, and say for instance like now, I've just turned my oven on for the wrong reasons, because it's just dawned on me I'm not baking this yet. But when you're in your kitchen, obviously if your oven's on, it just brings a bit of heat in. Leave it next to the oven, gives it a chance to rise. If you're going to do this properly, and you're going to leave it to rise overnight, and you're going to give it the recommended amount of time to actually rise properly, or like if you were doing a normal sour loaf, or any normal loaf that you're wanting to prove for longer than 12 hours, even if your bedroom is the coldest room in the house to start with, throughout the night it will gain some heat, especially if you have your heating on to warm up the room for yourself. And that means that you actually slow down the proofing process at the beginning, but you have better control over it, so that when it gets warmer during the night and it starts to rise, you could physically get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, turn around, pick up your sourdough, go downstairs, turn the oven on, put it next to the oven to give it that extra bit of heat to bring it back up to the rise that you want it, get the yeast reactivated, and then just put it straight in the oven. And it doesn't cost you anything to rise, but what it does mean is that by the time you go and you finished your coffee and you finished your breakfast, you pull out a fresh loaf out of the oven, you stick it on the side to air out and to get cold, and you go out to work, and by the time you come back, you've got a fresh loaf still sat there, and the house smells absolutely brilliant. It's just the way, like I say, the morning preparation, doing your morning kitchen, it's exactly the same on a night. Anybody who spends a lot of time in a kitchen will tell you that you've got to open up in the morning, do your morning kitchen, do your morning routine, get everything ready, and then you close down on the night. People don't leave their kitchens open and running on through the night. Well, normal people don't. I do. But again, my kitchen's always open. Literally. sourdough, yeah. I mean, there's several places you could go to prove it. If you're like me and you take 2 showers a day, then I can pretty much guarantee that your bathroom will be warm for at least 25 to 30% of the day. And added advantage, there'll be moisture in the air so that the dough doesn't dry out. So you can always proof it in there while you're taking a shower, just leave it in afterwards and just don't open the window. All the heat and steam will stay in there and it'll keep it warm, and that'll also proof it. It all just depends on the layout of your house, really. So, Thursday kitchen. So Thursday evening's kitchen will be the ingredients of one of my viewers. So basically go into your kitchen cupboards, find out what you've got, write a little list out, and then, send me a list of what you've got. Since you are the only viewer on tonight, I'll quite gladly do it out of your kitchen. So if you've got some ingredients in your kitchen, or any food that you haven't been able to cook with, or you don't know how to cook with, or anything like that, provided it's not like £40 for me to go out and buy a gram of it, whatever it is. Like buying fruit that cost me £400 to buy, it's not going to happen right now. I definitely don't have the funds for that. Definitely don't have the funds for that. But it would be nice to be able to cook with items in people's kitchens that they don't know how to cook with. Yeah, it's not, like I said, Mondays is covered, Tuesdays is covered kitchen, Thursdays is going to be morning prep kitchen, and then in the evening it's going to be cooking with whatever ingredients, like I say, that the audience, yourselves, the viewers, have said that they've got in their kitchen that they've never been able to use. So we'll be doing at least 3 days worth of streams a week, and hopefully a weekend stream as well. Sorry, bear with me. What was that? I'm not interested in celebrating that, so we are not worried. Not worried. Right, so now I need to try and plug my phone in and see if I can get this to work. Stood up, like... Oh, still kind of works. Good. So I had to plug it in. Okay, so let me just feed my sourdough, since I've just taken 300 grams out of it. I need to put 300 grams back in. That's not necessarily true, actually. You feed your sourdough with either the exact same amount that's already in there, or with the amount that you've taken out. Like I said, like now I've just taken 300 grams out. I can feed it with 300 grams. But also on the flip side, it was only 700 grams in total, so it's pretty much going to be exactly half. And I've lost my mixing bowl. What have I done with that? What did I do now? Alright, well, we'll just wash this one up now. I'll do it in this. So, Ms. Latte, can you tell me some ingredients of something you've got in the kitchen you'd like me to cook with on Thursday, please? Since you are the only member in my audience right now that I can see. I know I've got 3 viewers apparently, but you're the only one talking. Is there something you'd like to see me cooking with this Thursday? Something in your cupboards that you've never been able to cook with, or you didn't know how to cook with? That would be great. Give me some ideas of what I can cook on next week. Udon noodles. Never heard of them, but we'll have a look. Let me write that down. Is udon just the brand make, or is that actually the type of noodle? Because it's not something I've ever heard of. Type of noodles, okay. Is there anything else that you'd like to see go with them? I'll research them anyway, so it doesn't matter what the ingredients are that you give me. If you give me some, well, feel free to go and have a quick look in your cupboards and come back and, you know, it doesn't have to be something you don't know how to cook. It can also be something you know how to cook, but you might want a different way of cooking, maybe. Randomly brought it to your flat one day. Because, why isn't that starting up? Come on. Nobody has to not to do it as well. Barbecue Boy's got 7 viewers.
You are under a misconception that you are our most valuable asset. You are not.
Oh my God!
I don't know if you can hear him.
I'm Stormfront.
Oh,
I'm the new girl.
Noted.
What do we do now?
This is a war.
We're gonna take her down.
Sound options. Yeah, you can hear it. Great. Okay. I can't.
I think this is going great.
Advanced output sounds.
Hey,
advanced
sorry.
options.
What I'm going to do, guys, is we're just going to get 2 chicken breasts.
Yay! Hopefully, you can still hear him.
Exactly. Arbitrator 2020 can fuck off, right? It has been a strange and awful and weird.
There we go. Can you hear him and me, or can you just hear him, or just me?
On the bright side, I found you guys in the world of Twitch, so you know some good's come out of it. More innuendos and chill. Let me just dip my breasts in my sauce. Just cover that. Just cover it. We're going to cover it. Have a look. Have a look.
Yay! You can hear both of us.
Not that you
Red onion and a couple of potatoes in a tin. Oh, okay. Oh, and a tin of chickpeas. Okay, I can do something with tins of chickpeas. We can have a look. Input display capture, game capture, image capture, media source, video capture, window capture. Window
Pour
capture.
yourself a cup of tea, open a can of beer, and come along for the ride. I'm getting work texts on my phone. I mentioned that Netflix pitch that I did last night, and now I'm getting text message updates right now about it. I could be heartbroken live on Twitch. It looks all good. I think it's all gone well. I think the pitch went well. Okay, the chicken is marinated. I now need to put it in the fridge. It should be for about 3 hours, but quite frankly, we don't have the fucking time for that. So we're going to put it in the fridge for maybe 20 minutes, half an hour.
Need to scale that one down just a little bit.
And then we're going to eat some angel cake. Claire, if you're watching, can I have some something for my fingers? Otherwise, you might lose another bowl. And chill. Noon. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, mate. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I can't even scroll through the chat because I've got like pesto sauce on my mitts.
There we go. Now you should hopefully be able to see both of us. Yeah, I wouldn't ever expect him to be able to do this, because could you imagine him trying to get this to work on his stream?
I'm just waiting now for my wife to come and bring me some water so I can wash these mitts. This is always like the most ill-prepared stream because I finish work at sort of 6 o'clock, which is when I'm actually scheduled to start this stream, which probably wasn't a wise move, to be honest. Finish one, rush into here. I can hear running water. She's coming. She's coming. Is everyone a fan of Christmas? How do we feel in the chat about Christmas? Yay or nay? Do people love it, or are people like, I hate it? People tend to be Marmite.
There we go. Should be able to see me and hear him.
Nah, not having any of it. Not fans. Morpheus.
Yeah, you can, you know, more than I don't know if he'll be able to see your chat, but I'm gonna type in the chat now so that you can say hi to him.
We will be the Chaos Man. Here we go. My water's arrived, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Very kind, very kind. Very hot, that, isn't it? You ready to eat some cake? Not yet. Not yet. Claire? Shit. Shit. Can you take this chicken and just pop that in the fridge? Thank you. Excuse fingers. Excuse fingers. Can you all hear me when I go over here now? Huh? Can you all hear me when I open the barbecue? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Let me know. Okay. Good, Morpheus. Ginger Kitchen. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for stopping by, man. Ms. Latte in the house.
Ms. Latte, if you could let him know that I am also still streaming and that you're currently watching his stream through mine, that would be great.
Tonight, and we're also going to finally eat that fucking angel cake.
Take a screenshot.
Ginger Kitchen, this is the microphone you recommended, mate. This is the one you recommended, so hopefully it's all good. Give Ginger Kitchen, can we give Ginger Kitchen a shout out, please? There's an exclamation mark and so, is that how it works? This is what you're here for. Woo! There she is. Let's have a little close up on the rim. Look at that rim. Lovely.
He has no idea. No, I know.
Lovely hole. We're going to start with the pudding tonight because the chicken is marinating for the quesadillas, okay? So we're a little bit backwards. The Ginger Kitchen is still streaming. Ginger, when did you start streaming today? We need to work on our schedules. We need to sync our schedules. Hope it's as good as it sounds. Hopefully, mate. Right. What do I need to do? I'm going to whip this up with some...
Right, yeah, so I'm just going to feed my sourdough starter while we sit and watch him at the same time. So, 300 grams in total is what it's going to be fed. So it'll be 150 grams of flour and 150 grams of water. Equal measures of both, normally. Now, what I have noticed is that I did a wet starter, so it means you use like 20% extra water at the beginning. So now to counteract that, I need to put a little bit less water in and a little bit more flour this time.
Fucking hell. After the other week, I am going to attempt to whip some more cream, guys.
Oh my god, he's going to whip cream.
So I'm going to do it by hand this time in the hope that it whips a little bit quicker than the cream I was whipping. Where was my whipping cream? What was it for? Was it for that? Was it for the cake? Yes, it was. It was for this cake. Okay, we're going to take a
cup of cream. It was eggs.
Stick it in a bowl.
How is Claire still alive?
I'm going to put a little bit.
That would be my question.
I'm going to put a tablespoon of golden syrup. This one's got a little bit of a flavour to the cream. Come on, oh god.
So, Ms. Latte, I have another one. Have you made angel cake? Angel cake's not as difficult as you think. It's literally just beaten eggs and sugar essentially with flour in. But if you don't, if you don't whip them properly and you don't get them peaks and nice solid peaks,
Jesus.
obviously, as you know, Pavlova's the same. It would
This
just
is
go
why
flat.
we do poor things in cooking shows.
1.5 hours of leaving it upside down. That's no different to the hour's worth of stirring that he did when he was supposed to be folding. Very much the same as he was supposed to be folding in sugar during the mixing process. So while he had the mixer on, he was supposed to be, and he didn't. He finished the mixing process, and then he dumped the sugar in, and then he started whisking again, which was hilarious. And then, instead of folding in the flour, he mixed in the flour. So he then beat out all of the air that he just put in it.
With a homemade guacamole, and then on the side we're going to have an angel cake. The strangest fucking combination on Twitch tonight. Sonic, it's fine, it's fine. Hey guys, also, Canida.
Angel cake is something I'll quite gladly try and make if you'd like me to give it a go.
What was I trying to grill? I'm
Hang on, I
trying
just need to write down these ingredients as well. So what we got? We've got chickpeas. Chickpeas.
This is like a barbecue grill mat. This is a barbecue grill mat. And that was it. It was the burgers. So, you know the other night when we were trying to do the Five Guys burgers, and Five Guys cook on a flat surface. They don't cook on a grill. You can buy these wraps that you stick over the grill, and you can then cook your burgers on a flat surface rather than the grill. And then that means you can smash your burgers down and not worry about them falling through. So that's a little purchase.
I don't mind what I cook. To be fair, I like I say, I want to cook things that you all want to see me cooked as well.
Welcome to the Chaotic Kitchen, my friend. How are you doing?
Brilliant.
How are you doing on this Tuesday evening?
Couple of potatoes.
Let's just hang on.
Okay, well that's my 4 ingredients that I'll do my base of my meal around on Thursday.
Let's choose a whip.
Should be fun.
Let's choose a song to whip to.
Are they new potatoes or are they baking potatoes, my darling? Or are they mashing potatoes? Either way. They're now on the Ginger Kitchen's shopping list. So you are now officially famous as far as food goes.
The syrup was a bad idea.
I don't know if you can see that.
Oh no!
That's quite literally. I don't know which one I've left on.
The syrup is sticking in the bottom of the bowl.
Yeah, you get a flicker. That's just because of how bright it is next to the lightness.
There we go. Okay, there we go. It's
Ginger
dissolving.
Kitchen. There's only potatoes.
No, it's not. Fuck off, syrup.
Right, so they're what they call medium baking potatoes. It's not a problem. I can certainly do something with that. Yeah, baking potatoes. Basically, a baking potato is just a hardier potato. It's normally thicker, bigger, and has a higher starch content.
Homemade guacamole, and we're gonna eat this angel cake that we also made. And chaos. Maybe it is time to get the electric one. Although it's whipping. Can I just say, this is actually whipping cream, so it's coming together a lot quicker. He says.
Oh yes. Oh yes, I know how to make a Yorkshire pudding. Being a northern bloke myself, if I didn't, that would be sacrilege. Okay, well, Christmas is just round the corner. Anything that you want to learn how to cook properly for Christmas dinner, we can do it on individual cooking learning days. So I can teach you how to cook them easily. Yorkshire puddings really aren't hard. They are normally just ruined because people open the oven too early.
This is getting thicker, much
If I'm being honest, the mixture itself's not hard. Mixing it together is even less hard. You've got to let the mixture set for at least an hour, so you leave it to stand for an hour. And you need to make sure that your Yorkshire pudding tin is screaming hot.
Expect tantrums. Expect lots of fuck-offs and guns. I'm trying to think of some of the commands I've also got on the go. I was playing with the commands.
Well, Byron Official is also now live. Right, so I'm doing it this way because I'm literally just making food for my sourdough. It's just bread and water, as you can see. But you see how much thicker that is now compared to the sloppy one I did the other day? And you see how smooth it is? You need to make sure that when you're feeding your sourdough, you make sure that you only make sure that it's smooth before you mix it in, because only the smaller lumps, like
I've seen a few people write commands. We've got this one.
it's that one there, tiny little lump. I don't know if you can see it on the end of the fork. They will be soaked up by the starter and they will literally be consumed and soaked in and blah blah blah. But if you had a lump that was the size of this, it wouldn't soak in, it would still be there. And when you go to make your flour, make your bread, sorry, not your flour. When you go to make your dough, it will come through in your dough as like a sour, bitter, nasty lump inside. Nobody wants that in their bread. Right, so in the interest of making sure it's mixed in and not just on the surface,
I didn't expect to do quite as much baking on this barbecue stream. I've gone all Mary Berry.
you don't look like Mary Berry.
Come on, you bastard!
So Barbecue Boy is now my background music. How do you think you'd feel about that?
From Sunday. It's here. It's ready to eat. It's been ready to eat for 48 hours. We're also making some chili chicken quesadillas with homemade guacamole. On the barbecue, you ask? Yes, Sloppo. On the fucking barbecue. Whatever the weather, whack out your weather.
Whatever the weather, whack out your weather. Right, so Yorkshire puddings are something I like to do now. You've probably seen it. This is my Yorkshire pudding tin. Because I make giant Yorkshire puddings, and I mean like giant Yorkshire puddings. And then what I do is I allow them to cool down, and I stick them in the freezer, and I can heat them up in like 5 minutes, like you would a normal Yorkshire, or 10 minutes, like you would a normal Yorkshire pudding. And I actually put my Sunday lunch directly in the middle of the Yorkshire pudding. So, would you prefer to have giant Yorkshire puddings, which are a lot harder to make, because obviously there's more volume, or would you rather me use the Yorkshire pudding tin and show you how to make individual ones for people? Bear in mind you can use like a muffin tray instead of an actual Yorkshire pudding tray, so there would be in between this size and the standard size, so there'd probably be about that wide, but they'd be like this tall.
Ancho, you've got to concentrate, mate. You've got to concentrate when you're whipping your cream.
So about that tall.
It's getting a lovely texture now.
So you let me know which size you would rather have.
I don't want this to be thick.
And I can show you. Oh, well, to be fair, I can show you how to do both. It's not a problem. If you'd rather see how to do both.
Jammed in the house. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for
Yeah, to be honest, I don't normally conform to regular tins and sizes and all this sort of thing, but with me doing this stream,
this is actually whipping
with doing the stream, there's lots of things that I'm now doing, like buying scales for Barbecue Boy to be able to see how much my weights are that I'm doing.
Cool. In America, you've got Cool Whip. Cool Whip. I just want this to be slightly running.
Is he talking about Cool Whip? What he's doing is nothing like Cool Whip.
Let's go. I am going to whip it properly. Cool Whip. Cool Whip. Claire, if you're watching, can you please bring me the electric whisk? I failed once again. My wrist just isn't up to this sort of stuff anymore.
Yeah, that's no problem. I absolutely love, like I say, doing giant ones because they're perfect for putting your Sunday lunch in.
I wanted to do it myself so I could do it.
They are also, they're like this. If you make sweet Yorkshire puddings,
you have to put it in a fridge, or can
you can put fruit in it and then put some treacle over the top and eat it like a fruit dessert. It's like a fruit basket.
Yes, MV. 100% trans fat. The cavalry has arrived.
Yes, I said sweet Yorkshire puddings. Sorry, I'm just...
Let's stop messing around. I'm getting deja vu.
Yorkshire puddings aren't bitter as a general rule, but they're not sweet. But you can make sugar, not sugar sweet, honey sweet Yorkshire puddings, and they just come out slightly more glazed and a little bit harder on the surface. But then when you stick obviously your gravy and stuff in, it softens it back up again. So you don't need to worry about it.
Easy. Just much better. I shouldn't have started with this.
I'm sorry about all the noise. I literally have lost.
There we go.
It's right in front of me in the draining board.
That's the sort of texture I'm going for. Mmm.
Computers, no.
I'll tell you what. I've added a little bit of
My mind is
vanilla
computing.
and syrup to the cream, and that tastes divine.
So if you imagine, I'm assuming you've had pancakes before. Imagine a sweeter version of a pancake, but in the shape of a Yorkshire pudding. And then you put yourself a nice dollop of, say,
I'm just going to leave this in the
raspberry
jar.
Kool-Aid or a nice strawberry sorbet that you make fresh. Take it out of the fridge. Throw in a couple of spoonfuls of nice raspberry or strawberry sorbet. Some mixed fruit on top. Some like red berries, bit of apple, bit of strawberry, red currants, black currants, and then throwing in a big old dollop of clotted cream on top. Oh, yes, please.
UK plugs always make you laugh about how big they are. These things, the old 3-pin. The old 3-pin UK plug.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
I don't think anyone else in Europe or no one else seems to use these. Just us. Just our backward way.
It's just us, and it's not backwards.
We literally have to have travel adapters for every other country on Earth.
Correct.
No one uses these strange pins.
Yeah, because we have a grounding and fuse system in our houses.
Right. I'm just going to prepare
They all
this
don't
before we
care.
get Claire in. It's the moment of truth. It's the moment of truth for the cake.
When you imagine a sweet pancake basket, if you like a dessert basket that looks like a Yorkshire pudding but tastes like a pancake.
Let's do this up close.
That's essentially what you'll get when you do a sweet pancake.
Okay.
So essentially it's just like a fruit nest.
Ooh. Ooh.
So that's fed now, and that'll be ready in 12 hours to use again.
Hang on. She's...
By the way, another spot for you, just in case you hadn't realised. A nice warm spot.
Looks good.
And Yorkshire does it looks like Yorkshire pudding. You'd be surprised at how much it's tasty.
It's got a strange sort of texture to it.
Oh, he's cutting his cake. Let's have a quick look.
It's got a sort of I would cut a piece and put the whipped cream on each individual piece, not on the whole cake. Yeah. Definitely, MB. Definitely. It's got a sort of I don't know. I don't want to criticise the texture of it. It feels rubbery.
He's got a sponge because he over whisked it and hasn't got any bubbles.
But we're going to serve it with some blueberries.
Yorkshire puddings.
Some blueberries. Is rubbery the texture we were going for? Is that... Okay. whipped cream on the side is what we're going to do.
Angel cake isn't a hard thing to do, but it can go wrong really badly, really fast.
Ooh. Okay, guys. Here is our little cake.
Whoa!
Dense.
Now that looks dense.
Dense. I'll give you a little top shot. Here we go. Feast your eyes on that. This is going to be Claire's piece. Can you come taste? Okay, let's put this cake. Hang on, let me just get the cake out of the way. Yeah. Does look dense. Let's grab a photo. Let me just grab a photo. Where's Bubbles? Welcome to the Chaotic Kitchen. Have I got loads of cake on my face? Claire's telling me off again. Claire's telling me off. Hang on. Let me take a quick photo of it. Claire's got a piano lesson in like 3 minutes, so she's hurrying me along tonight. Oh, look at this! Come on! And we did this on a barbecue. That's the amazing thing.
I'll give him his dues. It does look good considering it. Yeah, sorry, I was just commenting. Sorry, I didn't see your comment because I was too busy typing. Sorry, darling.
Wait, step out. Step out, guys. Hang on, it's time to taste this thing.
Well, I don't call them Yorkshire puddings. When I make them and I put fruit in them, I call them fruit baskets.
It's that part of the show.
So essentially, that's what they are.
It's time for Rate My Plate. It's the wife. Woo! Rate.
It's the wife.
They think I folded it too much. You over-whisked it. It didn't fold, so you knocked out all the bubbles. Okay. I hate to be a party pooper. Sloppo Topo says, I hate to be a party pooper, but angel cake is supposed to be light and fluffy, not dense. Where's Bubbles? You've turned up just in time to see me get absolutely owned by my wife. Little cake, massive blueberries. I've taken a photo. Jumpy, thank you for the reminder.
You'll want to have all of them, Claire.
They're big ass blueberries. Steroid blueberries. Hang on, I want to taste it at the same time. Where's my slice? Here's my slice. My slice is just on the laptop. We got to do it together. Put some cream on it. Oh, it's lovely and dense. Let's dip some in there. Oh, that lovely denseness.
I know, right?
Chewy.
Chewy. Oh.
Tastes nice though, doesn't it? Bread. It's like white bread when you the texture of it. Here we go.
My God.
It's not unpleasant.
It's really confusing.
It's like a brioche.
Yeah. It's like a brioche dough, which I don't think is
It's good though.
yeah.
It tastes like a breakfast bread. You know what I mean? Like a sweet breakfast bread.
Yeah. That's not the English is
I am so full.
Sorry, I'm just writing comments, my darling.
That's going to be sat there for months.
Silence. The silence. The silence isn't the problem, is it? Look at the state of it.
Guys, send your address. I'll pop it in an Uber. Well, we'll eat the rest of that gradually, won't we? Oh, Claire, see, Claire, Miss C London, very good. That's extra points. Extra points for that. Have you tried the cream on its own? Have a little taste of the cream.
And what about this?
Have you tasted this?
Yeah, I have. It's fine.
The cream's good.
Good. I'm gonna get that.
Could you use it? It could be like one of those travel pillows that you can get for when you go on and freeze it for Christmas.
You know this? You know like the packages like big stick. That's what it is.
Envy says feed it to the foxes. You know what it's like, torta bread.
Feel free to leave your own comments on his feed. I don't know if you can. I'm guessing you haven't got his feed open as well, have you? No, sorry.
It's inoffensive.
Yeah, but it's not. You don't go, oh, that's really sweet.
No, I don't get that.
No,
I also don't go, oh, that's really
it's not. It's not overly sweet. Get her a steak knife. Ah, she is super mean. Sloppo top.
No, you're all good.
Thundercat, thank you so much.
I was just going to say, if you wanted to take the mic, you'd have to
2 months. Thank you so much, man.
leave
Thank
your
you
own
so much.
comment.
That pork cake was whisked for about 45 minutes.
It's got.
Chewy isn't good. The taste has nothing to do with the rest of it. Not good. Sorry. Him being foxes won't touch it. Ginger, Kitty's been harsher than Claire.
Like, it's got no.
Oh no, it's getting a better score than that, Envy. It's getting a better score than that. It's getting a.
1 out of 10.
Bring it back. I want some more.
Okay, so I'm gonna rate. So I'll go. That is a. Oh God! You know the tiny. What?
That's for later. Stop it. That's for later. Stop looking. Stop looking. It's really good. It's just not the right texture.
Listen, here's the thing. If I saw it in a shop, I wouldn't buy it. If someone gave me the taste, I wouldn't have to. So it's gonna get a 4.
Yeah.
Gonna get a 4.
Yes. That's not as bad as I was thinking. And look, I know we laugh, but the reason she said that is because I guarantee we will be eating this with our cups of tea tomorrow for the next month. It's actually alright, but the taste is actually okay. It's just a bit chewy.
Just a bit chewy.
This is
Supposed to be a light, fluffy cake, and it's just a bit chewy.
kind of,
Wow, that's more than a bit chewy.
it lost its bubbliness. I'll eat it though.
You won't need to eat anything else.
And so will Claire. Promise. Right though, guys. Enough of that. It's time to do some chicken quesadillas. That's the sound
Right, anyway.
they make.
So,
Quesadillas.
so this week I will be doing Thursday, hopefully for the banana bread, and to figure something out with the ingredients you just gave me.
No.
So, Miss Latte, what time you work on Thursday? Oh, that's not good.
I'm trying to change the music. Let's change the music. Let's change the music from this Star Wars thing.
What sort of time would you be able to... Hold on, I'll just check. Good. Also, what time do you start work on the morning so I can give myself a rough idea of what time to start the morning
The
kitchen?
end of Sunday's stream. So Sunday got a 4. Oh, no, it didn't. What else did we cook on Sunday? Burgers? What did we cook on Sunday? I forget. But I think we got a 7. You need a steak knife to cut that. That was a bagel. Yeah, it was more the consistency of a bagel. The Filet-O-Fish! Yes, the Filet-O-Fish gave us a 7. Thank you for the reminder. Look, we're about to make some chicken quesadillas that are going to involve this bottle of tequila. That's a good Tuesday night, right? That is a good Tuesday night. McDonald's. Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to quickly make. We're going to start by making a lovely fresh guacamole to go with our quesadillas. This is so simple. Grab a pen, grab a pencil, watch me do it, then do it properly. Here we go. Ginger Kitchen, I'm very much looking to the forward. Looking to the forward? I'm sat talking like Yoda. I'm very much looking forward to when, in 2021, people are allowed to move about and we can co-host a stream together. You can take care of the breaded things and the meat. I'll watch and drink. Guns, how you doing? My Turkish delight. I'm a guac expert. I will criticise you here. Thank you, Slopo Topo. I wouldn't have it any other way. Guac waka. Guns is in the house. Guns, Claire is just about to begin her piano lesson. You were once her teacher, then abandoned her for this stream.
9 till 6 will have gaps in my day, and I'm not.
Guns can DJ in the background, exactly. We'll have Ginger Kitchen making the bread. Guns will be doing the music. I'll be drinking.
And I'll be drinking.
Yeah, Miles. I finished at 6, mate. And this stream started at 6:15. There was no
Not
crossover
doing
whatsoever. We're making
It's the only weekends, that's always good.
with homemade guacamole.
No, I won't do it just around your schedule, but
Guacamole. And
if I can arrange my schedule as it is right now, with the only the 6 viewers that I generally get out of the 14
very, very simple.
followers I've got, then it's better for me to do it in a time scale that you're going to be there. So, like, if I start my morning kitchen at, say, 7:30, 8 o'clock, it means that you can come in while you're on the way on your phone, and then you can sit with it on your laptop or, you know, do whatever you want to do. But it means that you won't miss out on too much because it'll be like a 7:30 till 10:30 sort of thing. And then, knowing that you don't get home till 6, it's a bit late for me. I probably would start my evening one at about 5 anyway. Which means that by the time you get back at 6 o'clock, if you haven't been watching it on your way home, you can always throw it on and you're not going to be too far behind because I can always catch you up by telling you what's going on.
They're not the ripest avocados.
It gives me an idea as
I'll
well.
say that much. And this isn't the biggest bowl. I could do with another bowl. There we go. I'm going to
Even the bigger bowl.
It's mashing. Slopo Topo.
Okay, well that's even better. So it means that you can literally just put it on in the background and you can catch up. At least you won't miss out on too much.
So,
whereas if I started my morning kitchen at 5 o'clock like I used to, the only people watching will be in America.
Do you know that avocados are in the banana family? Did you know that?
I don't know what he's
This already
doing.
sounds
Whatever it
terrible.
is doesn't look
Slopo
good.
Topo, stay with it. Stay with it.
So,
Just got to mash it, that's all. Gran Turan! Welcome to the Chaotic Kitchen, mate. How you doing on this fine Tuesday evening? It is fucking freezing in London tonight. Can you see my breath? Yeah. Anyone who's just tuned in, I'm just...
So Mondays.
They'll be wondering what's going on.
Yeah, not going to get... You'd be surprised, there's quite a few people that would because they're just up and about, especially people who've got kids that are, you know, really young. They'll just literally be up and about walking around trying to get stuff done themselves. So it's not a bad thing to have something on in the background.
Sophie Tucker's done. All yours now. Sarah Trucker. I hope she was good tonight. Good show, Jang Chan.
Right, so Monday we're going to be doing the Monday Midday Madness. So I'll be doing like a lunchtime feed. Hopefully, if I can, you know, I might not put this on the schedule just yet because not everything that I want to do I can do straight away. Mainly because I can't justify paying for food that I am feeding up for other people as well as just myself.
To be fair, Guns,
with everything in lockdown and with having 3 kids and 2 houses to pay for, it gets a bit too expensive to buy extra food.
Luckily, he raided you, so I came
things
to
like the Monday Madness, Midday Madness, be something like quick, easy lunchtime meals, things like that.
on the pizza grill.
Yes, yeah, that's what I mean. Like the only people that are going to be watching me though are people that are either up at the same time as me or people that are getting up at like 9 o'clock in the
You
morning.
missed the angel cake.
And it's 5 o'clock for me,
The
9
angel
o'clock for
cake
them. They'll
got
jump in and watch, but
a 4 out of 10
know.
from Claire.
So
It
Tuesday
had
we
the
have the
texture of a
Tuesday
bagel,
morning.
but the taste of a brioche bun. So, you know,
So we'll be doing mornings and nights. So that's going to be
it's
the
a
COVID
sad
kitchen,
indictment, isn't it, when a 4 is something we're happy with on this channel. They can't all be 7s.
which
Come
would be
on.
the morning prep.
Smash those avocados. I am smashing, mate. I am smashing. Unfortunately, I put the grill on instead of the oven. Morpheus, I hate it when that happens. The grill always stinks on my
And then
oven.
we'll be doing the evening meal.
I hope it's not ruined your pizza, mate. Have a word with the Ginger Kitchen. He makes his own pizzas.
What have we done?
Ginger, do you have about 4 or 5 a week? There always seems to be a pizza on the go.
Pizza.
All right, Sloppo. Come on, Sloppo. Have a look at this. That looks okay, isn't it? I'll bring it up top. I'll bring it up top.
Excuse me.
Mashed avo.
Yeah, no, yeah, you just said something and I'm trying to catch up.
on. Come on. You can't criticise mashed avocado. Oh. That is delicious. Yeah, Miles, exactly. Hey, we've had worse. We've heard worse. Has Guns just dropped Bynum? I've been on the phone to Bynum for 3 hours. What have you been talking about, Guns? Has he been talking you through the Has he been talking through your equipment? Hang on. Let's get there. Okay, guys, we've got 2 tablespoons of lime juice going into the 2 avocados. We've got 2 crushed garlic cloves going into the guacamole. We've got a bit of salt and a bit of pepper. Eventually. Stubborn salt.
Sorry, I know whistling's
Then we've
probably
also
really
got
loud on the computer.
some freshly chopped basil.
I was trying to find out who's. There we go.
Let me
You know
check
what's
that that's
good.
correct.
Frozen pizza cooked on the grill. Oh, sloppo,
Yeah.
topo.
Sorry, I tell a lie. Not basil. That was a test. Not basil. You don't put basil in guacamole, you moron.
Where's the onion?
It's coriander.
I hate this recipe.
Let's give that a mix.
Right,
It's
so
not basil. It's not basil.
Tuesdays. Sorry, I'll get back to what I was trying to tell you. Tuesday morning will be preps and bread making to do the preparation for the Tuesday night meal. And then obviously in the evening it'll be the evening meal.
Despite Sloppo Topo's criticism, I think this actually looks okay.
Which I will decide depending on what I do for the morning.
Cilantro. I hate this recipe. Have a word with Weber, Sloppo Topo. Have a word with Weber.
Then I won't be doing any Wednesday, so it'll be
sorry, Ginger, I remember
Thursday.
you said, yeah, of course you do. Which is fucking awesome, by the way. We strive for not the worst thing I've got in my mouth. Yeah. Onion? Do we need onion in this?
Thursday would be the same as the COVID kitchen.
In all
It'll
honesty,
be the
we
morning
talked about
preparation,
nothing.
and the evening meal is going to be from whatever ingredients
There
I've
we go.
given from the audience. So,
There's some guac.
go morning. Will be
It
food
tastes
prep.
lovely. Sloppo.
And then Thursday night,
Well, Sloppo, I wish you had spoken up earlier. I should have had Trump with me. In doll form. I should have had him on the doll form. Miles, are you not worried that Guns has been on the phone to Byron, this Byron guy, for 3 hours talking about nothing, just enjoying each other's silence? I used to know a Byron at school. Couldn't be trusted. Good old Byron. He was a good friend of mine, though. Don't know where he is now. He went on MasterChef UK.
All right, so
He got
now
really
Friday
got
night
first round.
is actually going to be the night that I have a guest round. So Friday night is guest night.
Lord,
So we'll be doing Friday night stream as well. So potentially you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 streams from me out of the week.
Tiny, welcome to the Chaotic Kitchen. Guns said they were talking about nothing. About nothing. About nothing. I need to fire up that barbecue. Let's fire up the Barbie. Byron and Sarah Trucker, my favourite musical artists on Twitch.
Guest with jokes. Right, that's Darren. He's more family than he is a guest. But yes, Darren will be coming back on a regular basis. He is going to be him and Cass are going to be regulars on the guest kitchen.
Behaving yourself.
I also am hoping to get like my mom or eventually, I mean, once COVID's over, it would be really nice to have a view around. And I don't just mean like in my house have a view around because that would be just weird. But like have a get together like Barbecue Boy was just saying, like have a gathering where we get several people together. So what we can do is potentially find a location, either like a park or plenty around here, but there. Either find a commercial kitchen that I can use and we can all meet up there, or worst comes to worst, I'll quite gladly allow the viewers to come round. But it'd be like a back garden party if you like, so try and get a couple of the other streamers round at the same time.
Grams of grated cheddar cheese. We got some chilies that we just need to cook up a little bit. To any new viewers, welcome to the Barbecue Boy channel. This is the Chaotic Kitchen where we make things. Sometimes they work out, sometimes they don't, but we have a lot of fun along the way. Roll VT, roll VT. There's no VT. There's no VT. We don't have anything like that because my laptop's not capable of it. Right. Welcome to the chaos. There's also a lot of innuendos here as well. Grilled avocado is decent.
Right, so Thursdays in the evening, I'm going to be doing
and the next time we
items that the viewers want to learn how to make. So on a Thursday night would be the sort of time that I would do the Yorkshire puddings for yourself. However, like I've said before, I want to do a cook-along kitchen, which is probably going to be on a weekend, every once a month or something like that. So that somebody can come on and cook along with me, or not just one someone, but several someones. So maybe you want to learn how to do the Yorkshire puddings that way.
I won't reveal the idea.
Let me know how you feel about that one. Whether you'd like to physically cook along while I'm doing it. Whether that would be something that interests you.
Well, Guns, you've been on the blower to Byron for 3 hours. I texted you last night about this and heard nothing back in like 18 hours.
What's he bitching about now?
Unbelievable.
Did you still with me, Ms. Latte?
Sorry, I'm faffing. I am faffing in the kitchen. Trains are going by.
Walk on by.
I'm going to fry up these chilies. Let's just fry up these chilies very quickly. Using the canister.
You still with me, Ms. Latte?
Adrian, your loyal mates here getting shunned for Byron. Just faffing about as usual. Faff. We should have a faff. We'll get a faff
That's
command.
fine.
No, not a faff command. We'll get a faff emote.
If that's how you like to do it, that's fine. Like I said, We're
We're going to light the Bunsen burner. We're going to give the
Yes,
Bunsen
which is
burner
also
a quick
perfectly
light.
fine. What I can do though is, if that is the case,
Come
is
on.
I can make a set first,
There we go. Whoa.
and then we can do a cook along later on.
Easy, easy.
So I can show you how to make them on the morning, during the morning part of the kitchen,
There we
which is
go.
the kitchen
Look at that.
preparation,
Look at. We've
and
got
how
a
to
little
make the
bit of
mixture.
confidence using
Because the
this
mixture
thing
can
now,
then go in
he
the
says,
fridge and
just to
sit
put
there
yours
all
up.
day. It can rest up, and I mean, 1,000 times better, as it always is once you've let it rest.
I need some olive oil.
Same with pancakes,
I need
they
some
always come
olive
out
oil.
better after a day's
So,
worth of sitting.
I'm going to leave you here.
And then you can
Don't
cook
take
along
your
in the evening
eyes
if you really
off
wanted.
that burner, okay? Watch the burner.
So either way, we can figure that out at
Someone needs
another
to keep
point.
watching it, okay?
I'm
Keep
sure there's
watching
going to
the
be other
burner.
people. Barbecue Boy wants to do a cook along as well, so, you know, that could come in handy. Okay, it's the third time I've broken that pencil now. Just stop pushing so hard.
Where the
Right,
fuck is the olive oil?
thank you very much for coming
Where
to see
is
me
it?
this
Where
evening,
is
Miss
it? Where is
Latte.
it? Where is the
I
olive
will
oil?
be getting a schedule
Chicken
up
out the
within the
fridge,
next
that'll
48
do.
hours. And I will
Bit of
have
olive oil for the chili.
next
just
week's
a tiny
menu
bit.
up and ready by the weekend. As for now, I am going to attempt to
happy
raid
1st of
Barbecue
December,
Boy.
everyone, by the way. 'Tis the season to get shit-faced.
Season 2.
La 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 and all that stuff. Is there
Well,
a
hopefully
tumbleweed
next
and
time
bugs?
will be, what are we looking at, Thursday.
You've just finished this. I told you to keep
I
going
may
with it,
be
guys.
doing
I
the
told
Yorkshire
you to stick
puddings
with
on
it.
Thursday.
Did you
We
cry?
shall see.
Did you cry? So good. Did you get a surprise at the wedding? At the wedding, a little surprise cameo. Tiny, I'm glad I educated you. I'm going to provide you some knowledge about salad fingers. That is like a proper naughties internet reference, salad fingers. Topo, thank you. I will take a look at it.
We'll be raiding in 7 seconds.
I'm glad I've imparted some internet.
Let's see how much computer deals with this,
internet,
huh?
What's the word? I don't know what I'm fucking trying to say. Internet legend. Salad fingers was an internet legend. Got me through university watching that. Guns almost cried when Steve. I know. What does Salad Fingers say? Switch is really good on Salad Fingers. He's got that little. Who's this little person? He's got that little. What's his little? I can't remember his little sidekick that he takes out with him. I'm just going to put these chilies on this pan. Claire hates hot food, so this is probably a 3 already, right?